The room is dim, held by a single lamp that hums softly. A person sits near the window, hands folded, time stretching without direction. Outside, traffic passes like distant water, steady and unconcerned. Inside, thoughts gather weight, not sharp, just heavy. Nothing is broken here. Nothing is fixed. The moment lingers, ordinary, patient, breathing slowly with the night. Air rests quietly, holding history, fatigue, and hope without naming anything. Waiting shows itself in small movements, a glance at the clock, a sigh released. The person does not chase meaning tonight. Memories arrive, then leave, like trains heard but unseen. The body remains, balanced between effort and rest. There is no verdict spoken. The quiet keeps its distance, allowing feelings to exist without being solved or explained by anyone. Time moves nearby, unannounced, patient, circling the room with care alone. In this stillness, the waiting feels older than minutes. It carries echoes of choices paused and paths unfinished. The person's face reflects light and shadow equally, neither winning. Breath continues, steady, reliable. The night does not ask for courage. It simply holds space where longing can sit down, rest briefly, and watch thoughts pass by without attachment. Silence listens back, patient as stone, open as sky within the waiting moment. Somewhere within the quiet, a presence is noticed without announcement. Jesus stands nearby, not intruding, not directing. He observes the same lamp, the same window, sharing the same pause. His attention is gentle, unmeasured by outcomes. He does not hurry the hour. He remains aware of the weight carried, allowing it to be exactly what it is. No gestures break the stillness. No explanations are prepared tonight, only shared presence. The waiting does not end because he appears. It continues, honest and unchanged. Yet the space feels accompanied, as if observation itself has depth. Jesus watches without fixing the story. His nearness carries respect for time's slow work. The person senses nothing dramatic, only a steadier atmosphere where loneliness softens, becoming something that can be held without strain. Minutes breathe together, ordinary, faithful, unremarkable, continuing their quiet agreement tonight only. From this vantage, waiting becomes companionship rather than absence. The person remains seated, posture unchanged, while presence shares the same air. Jesus does not claim the moment, he witnesses it. The night accepts this balance. Sound, light, and breath align briefly. Nothing concludes, nothing begins. The scene continues, held together by attention that asks for nothing in return. Time lingers nearby, respectful, allowing quiet to remain unbroken through patient hours. The observer notices how waiting reshapes meaning. It is no longer a corridor to answers, but a room to inhabit. The person's breathing marks time more clearly than clocks. Jesus remains attentive, eyes steady, sharing awareness rather than direction. The night seems to widen, making room for uncertainty to exist peacefully, without pressure to transform into certainty or resolution. Shadows rest gently, and the lamp keeps its quiet watch on. Nothing is demanded from the waiting. It carries its own rhythm, slow and faithful. The person remains part of the world, even here. Jesus stands within the same moment, sharing duration rather than answers. This companionship does not erase doubt. It simply accompanies it, the way night accompanies earth, staying present while hours move on, unseen and uncounted. The scene breathes, continuous, neither improved nor diminished by the passing time. The waiting holds stories without telling them. It keeps the person company, steady and plain. Jesus shares this keeping, eyes open, heart calm. No line is crossed, no lesson is delivered. The night accepts this restraint. Presence remains the quiet center, a shared awareness that honors the pause as part of living, not an error to correct. Time hums softly, circling the room, patient with unfinished things and unanswered questions. As the moment continues, nothing resolves, yet nothing is lost. The person remains, the presence remains, and waiting remains. Jesus has not left this space. He stands within it, sharing the long middle between before and after. The night holds them equally. Somewhere beyond clocks, companionship is simply time shared, quiet, sufficient, and gently human. It lingers as night deepens, carrying the waiting forward without conclusion into another ordinary hour. The night deepens, and the room grows quieter, as if listening too. The person remains still, wrapped in time that does not rush. Waiting settles into the walls, familiar now. Jesus continues to observe, unchanged, sharing the same silence. No meaning is forced into the moment. The air feels steady, neither empty nor full, simply present, holding breath, memory, and patience together without asking them to speak tonight quietly nearby. The observer notices how nothing needs to happen for presence to matter. The person waits, not resisting, not advancing. Jesus remains close, witnessing the ordinary courage of staying. The waiting does not transform into clarity. It stays open. Yet companionship fills the space where explanations usually sit. The quiet becomes layered, holding both uncertainty and calm without choosing between them, letting time continue its gentle, unremarkable movement through night hours. Waiting stretches beyond the room, touching moments long past and moments not yet formed. The person carries these quietly, without sorting them. Jesus stands within the same stretch of time, attentive but still. There is no urgency in his presence. The night remains neutral, wide enough for thoughts to drift freely. Observation itself feels like a shared ground, steady beneath unsteady questions, allowing them to remain without demand or answer. The person shifts slightly, then settles again. The waiting accepts this movement without comment. Jesus remains where he is, neither closer nor farther. His attention feels constant, like a horizon that does not move. Nothing is improved by this moment, and nothing is worsened. The night continues to exist alongside them, offering a calm backdrop where time and presence share the same quiet rhythm through ongoing ordinary hours together now. The observer senses that waiting is not empty time. It is filled with awareness, breath, and shared silence. The person does not search for signs. Jesus does not provide them. Still, the moment feels complete in its incompleteness. The night holds this balance gently. Nothing presses forward. Nothing pulls away. Companionship remains quiet, steady, and unannounced, resting within the flow of passing minutes as time continues without conclusion or resolution. Jesus is still present in the waiting, not as a solution, but as witness. The person remains human, tired, thoughtful, breathing. No exchange is required. The observer sees how this shared stillness honors the pause itself. The night offers no commentary. It simply allows the scene to remain as it is. Time moves slowly, but it moves, carrying the quiet forward with care through hours without demand or pressure tonight. The waiting has no edge now, only duration. The person exists within it, unchanged. Jesus continues to share the same moment, neither leading nor following. The observer notes how companionship can be silent and still meaningful. The night deepens further, softening sound and thought alike. Nothing concludes here. The scene remains open, like a breath held gently, released only into time where waiting continues without answers or endings tonight quietly. From this distance, waiting looks less like loss and more like presence extended. The person does not disappear into it. Jesus does not withdraw. They share duration without exchange. The night becomes a neutral witness, holding them equally. The observer understands that companionship does not require speech or change. It requires staying. Time continues its slow arc, patient, unremarkable, faithful to its nature through long hours of quiet waiting there. The person remains until the moment subtly shifts, not ending, just moving. Waiting adjusts without resistance. Jesus remains present, steady as before. The observer sees no lesson conclude. Only continuity remains. The night thins slightly, hinting at change without announcing it. Nothing resolves, yet nothing feels abandoned. Time carries all of it forward, evenly, without preference, holding presence and absence together as hours pass quietly through shared space and silence. In the end, there is no ending offered. The waiting continues beyond the frame. The person remains part of the world. Jesus has not left this middle space. The observer rests with this understanding. Companionship exists without spectacle, steady and sufficient. The night accepts it, and time moves on, carrying this quiet moment into others, ordinary and unremarkable, yet gently complete within shared waiting that continues without conclusion or answer.